Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the AfterShock Epicenter live stream. I'm your host and the communication specialist here at AfterShock Comics, RuthAnn Thompson. We had such an exciting week last week of having the We Live Age of Palladians start off with a bang with two #1 issues, which I will talk about later on in our reviews segment with all of the spoilers. But for now, let's talk about the books that are coming up for this new comic book day tomorrow on March 16th. First up, we have the continuation of a severely popular title of Land of the Living Gods #2. So this continues the story from the incredible writer Isaac Mogajane and artist Santos, a beautiful South African lore mixed in with post-apocalyptic future. And things have gone from bad to worse for Natalie as she and Kaleo arrive at Sorepa, which is where they've been aiming this whole time and where she was told that she has to fulfill her destiny. And it's a stronghold built on one of the last remaining pieces of arable land left in southern Africa. Sorepa is owned by a ruthless warlord named Shandu, and he will do whatever it takes to hold on to his power in this dying world, even if that means performing human sacrifices. And I cannot speak highly enough of this title. It is absolutely gorgeous. And if you guys missed out on the first issue because it sold out so quickly, no worries. The first reprint of Land of the Living Gods #1 will be in shops as well for tomorrow's new comic book day on Wednesday, March 16th. So you can catch up with this incredible title and just buy up both issues tomorrow. So make sure you head there immediately as soon as you can tomorrow because these sell very quickly. And next up, we have one of my favorite titles to come out of this last year, which is Bylines in Blood #3. So this is with writers, a good friend of mine, Erica Schultz, and Van Jensen with artist Anake. And this just continues this very fun film noir mystery in the future space where everything's gone bananas. And we've now found out there's somebody called the Hidden King. And who is he? Why did he want her last partner at the newspaper Denzin dead? And Satya needs to unravel this mystery fast. She has an assassin hot on her tail, and she's been beaten up to a pulp by the cops, of course, because who else is going to get in trouble with those two than her? But to make matters worse, also, the client who hired her onto the case now wants her fired. But you can't keep a good detective down, and I cannot get enough of her wardrobe. I swear I'm going to start making it and just low-key, like, not full cosplaying her, but ooh, that trench coat, so good. And we have 2 trade paperbacks coming up for tomorrow's new comic book day. Cannot wait for you guys to pick up these 2. So we have Bunny Mask Volume 1, The Chipping of the Teeth. And this comes in perfect time because for Free Comic Book Day, we actually do have our Bunny Mask Tales coming out. And then the following Wednesday after that, our first issue of the next volume. And it's just so much fun. This is one of the creepiest and weirdest titles, and I cannot get enough of it. And as we say, terror has a face. This is all about the creature of Bunny Mask, who was sealed in a cave before the dawn of man, and she was released by accident by a crazed madman. Now she walks our world once more, and it's just I don't even want to get into it too much. If you guys missed out, I had Paul Tobin as well as Andrea Muti on Happy Hours, and we got in very deep about where they came up with a lot of the imagery and the storyline because they worked beautifully together, and I'm so excited for this next volume coming up in May. Also, we have the trade paperback of Out of Body, the complete series, and this is from the wonderful writing of Peter Milligan, and you may know him from We Live, the artist Anaki Miranda. So this is such a beautiful psychedelic story of another mystery of somebody trying to figure out who almost killed them while they're still in a coma, as well as using astral projection to not only find out more about his own personal life, maybe more than he wished he did, as well as trying to figure out who possibly could have killed him. Oh, and here we go. Now I see everybody in the chats. Hello, Forrest Bates, Johnny Fitz, and hello. So welcome. We almost just wrapped up everything that's coming up for New Comic Book Day. So really exciting stuff coming out. And we also have, just next week, we have another happy hour. So join us live next Thursday. Pour yourself a drink on Thursday, March 24th at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific, and join me talking to one of my really good friends who wrote Dead Day, Oberon, and Volition, Ryan Parrott. And we'll also discuss how excited he is that Dead Day is actually being turned into a full-on series for Peacock. And it's just so much fun. And as always, we're going to have the world famous AfterShock live sale. And our happy hour exclusive by the incredible Mike Ruth is going to be the two We Live number ones. So we have the gorgeous We Live number one black, which is where I always say to start. So we'll talk about that more in the reviews, as well as the happy hour exclusive of We Live Age of the Palladians number one white. So if you guys missed out on this and you are a huge Mike Ruth fan, I highly suggest joining us next Thursday on March 24th, 5 p.m. Eastern, so we can talk with Ryan Parrott, and then you can join us for the live sale and pick yours up immediately. Oh, Eduardo just said, "Oh, wow, I didn't know you could see us. I've been here the whole time. This was great." Oh, hello. Yes, always. Please comment and let us know how you feel about stuff. Like Forrest Bates here, who says, "Buddy Mask for sure." Yeah, I can't wait to get this. The full volume one in that beautiful trade paperback, because that's just perfect for my shelves, which I'll probably need to buy more of. Speaking of stuff that is fast approaching, we have a few titles that you need to let your comic book shop know when you go in tomorrow that you want to add to your pre-sale, because it's coming up very fast. First up, we have Midnight Rose, and this is the deliciously dark title from Jim Starlin, and it's going to be in a beautiful, perfect bound trade paperback style of a full story. And the artist, Nicole Jelinek, it's so much fun. This is definitely for mature audiences only. This is a creature that basically uses her sexuality as a way to hunt and devour people. So I'm very into her. I'm on board with Midnight Rose. Yes, please add that to the list, because the deadline to order this is March 21st, and it will be in shops on April 13th. Eduardo, we need more Dark Arc. Oh, don't you worry, that might be in our future. I say no more. Next up that you guys need to let your comic book shop know when you go in tomorrow that you want to pre-order is Kaiju Score Steal from the Gods number one. So this is the second volume of the big hit from James Patrick and artist Rem Brew that is being turned into a Sony Pictures movie as we speak. It's written by the Gunn brothers, so this is a great way to kind of launch off for the next season of it. And speaking with the artist and the creator on a conference call, they are very excited, and the artist says that not only did his artistry grow when it comes to drawing these huge kaijus, but now the kaijus themselves are evolving. So it's very exciting artwork coming our way. So again, for both of those titles, it is a cutoff date to order them by March 21st. So next Monday, and then it will be in shops on April 13th. And for all of our AfterShock fans out there, we are still looking for an ambassador in Long Island, New York. I don't know where you guys are. Just move there. It'll make us easier. So we are still looking for an ambassador out there. And what an ambassador does here at AfterShock is that we give them incredible different promotional items, including the gorgeous, my brain just totally stopped, ambassador variant covers that we give to our retailers every single month, and you get to keep some of yourselves, as well as get to hang out and talk with me, Mark Hammond, Kelly DiDotti, and Joe Pruitt. I mean, what more could you ask for? So make sure, if you are somebody who lives in Long Island, New York, please hit that link and apply today. I'll interview you and get you started right away. Let's see, Edward asks, any shot of more God Killers? That was another incredible book by Mark Sable. So not talks about that, but we did just announce that Mark Sable is going to have a new book with us called Where Starships Go to Die. And it's a really fun sci-fi horror that when I talked to them a few weeks ago about it, they said it's basically a mix of The Abyss, The Thing, mixed with Interstellar. The artwork from Alberto Locati is so good. It was fabulous to talk to him about it. And as you see from just this cover alone, it's very fun and very dark. We say that his focus is on Point Nemo, which is the farthest oceanic point on Earth from any landmass. A spacecraft graveyard where rockets and satellites can be safely ditched on the ocean floor. In a near future ravaged by climate change, an African astronaut team with an Indian shipping magnate to mount a dangerous salvage mission to recover the wreck of humanity's first interstellar ship. But what they find is beyond their worst nightmares. Bah, bah, bah. So we might not have God Killers on the coming up very soon, but definitely look out for Mark Stable's Where Starships Go to Die. And this will be out in early June, just in time for my birthday. So keep your eyes out for that. And now, guys, for all of those who did not read We Live, Age of the Palladians #1, both the issues of black and white, don't watch anymore because we're about to do the reviews. All right, so hopefully that got rid of anybody who hasn't read these because I hate spoiling things for people. So I would love to see your comments. I have you all right here and now. So let's talk about We Live, Age of the Palladians, because we dealt with such a hopeless journey in our first volume of We Live. And I was even shocked by the ending of now suddenly they have these superpowers, these Palladians that supposedly can save the world. And I feel like the first volume had a very Miyazaki film feel to it, because obviously it was very somber, but yet very beautiful and hopeful at the same time. And the imagery and the colors just mind blowing, as well as all of the. If I hope you guys did this, there's little QR codes in each issue, and then you can scan them and then see these videos and this original music with these very fun animatics using the artwork. So if you haven't done that already, do it right now. For all of those who watched when I suggested how to read this, I highly suggest reading the #1 black issue first. I find it to be leads you in a lot easier, but obviously everybody has their own version they like to do. Even the Miranda brothers, one says start with the white issue, the other says start with a black issue. But either way, make sure you read both of these before getting to issue 2, because they will culminate in the next issue. And I don't know if anybody else felt like, wow, we are thrown into a huge world now, because we have, not only do we have these generators and where the Palladians' power comes from and they need to recharge, now there's these brand new beasts, and now they're trying to not only kill off the eggs, but they're trying to kill these off while the power is starting to get drained and these shields are getting smaller and smaller. So the white issue, I feel like, is very important because it really focuses on what's happening to the populace and the socioeconomics and the politics to having these people in these very small, like, I can't even say it right, but these like 1 through 9 little areas of different cities, and what that means for the people who are starting to lose their shields more and more. So we're already starting off with a beautiful, sad, terrifying sci-fi. I'm not seeing anybody comment now, so I don't know if anybody has read these or has anything they want to say about them, but I am very excited for this very different storyline that we're going into that feels a lot more, Evangelion versus the Miyazaki stuff that we had. Jim also read Black First and White. I don't know how you feel about it. I just feel like that's a little bit easier because we do start off with like the flashback as kids, and it has like that nice lead in and all that kind of stuff. So obviously just read them. That's the most important part. And make sure you check out those animatics that are in the little QR code, because that music is actually produced by the Miranda brothers as well, because their talent is just astounding and that we are just cannot stop them ever. So very exciting. So other than that, guys, I really can't wait to see you for obviously next week's Epicenter, as well as the happy hour next week. And in 2 weeks, I'm going to see you guys at WonderCon in Anaheim. So make sure, if you guys are headed there, to head to the AfterShock booth first, because we're going to have some incredible exclusives, including some metal covers and other type stuff, We Live included. And we might have some people signing there. So make sure you follow us on social media to find out what our booth number is, our signing schedule, as well as any live streams that we're doing at the show. As always, folks, thank you so much for being part of the AfterShock family. Make sure you're safe out there, wash your hands, wear your masks, and only read dangerously. We'll see you all next week.